Now we'll be seeing the session of nested if or and if and. Okay. So in the previous session we have seen if, ifs, and or functions and if error functions. So let us say here we are going to solve learn using these three problems. So let us say here the company's names are provided: Sony, Samsung, LG, and few others. And similarly, products are being provided. Let us say a DVD of Sony company, the total sales, like the sales cost around, the product cost is around 1,000 rupees, and LED of Samsung cost around 4,500. These are just tentative, like these are not actual values, just for understanding it has been provided. Okay, so now let us say the first question. Okay, in the first question, what it has been asked is you are going to provide a discount. Okay, so how the discount is going to be provided is you are going to provide 15% for Sony brand, okay, and 10% for HP and 5% for Dell, and remaining values you're going to give zero. Okay, this is the first question. So what they are going to say, what they are asking is, let us say a customer is asking for these so and so brands, so and so discounts are being applicable, and for the remaining it has to be entered as zero. So now what you can do is you can directly use like IFS function and work it on, but you also have to know that you can also use work using if function. That is nested if, you can use it here. Okay, so let us work on with a formula which is equal to if. Okay, so the first value what I'm going to give is the logical test. Okay, so if this cell, okay, if this cell contains the word Sony. Okay, so always remember you're going to type the same value as there. Okay, so if that cell contains Sony, I'm going to give how much is 15% of discount. Okay, so 15% into my sales value. So the sales value is nothing but my D4 cell. Okay, so into my wait, D4 cell. Okay, so that value is, I'm going to just multiply and that I'm going to get the value. So the next value is the value if false. Okay, if the brand is not Sony, I have to go on to the another brand, which is HP. I have to check for HP or Dell. So what I'm going to give, I'm not going to give the for here, instead of giving zero or false value, I'm just going to give if. Okay, if the value above is not satisfying for the false value, I'm opening another if. Okay, so if, okay, again I'm opening a bracket. Okay, if again this value is HP. Okay, if this value is, sorry, HP, then I'm going to give a 10% discount. 10% into my depot. Okay, then, okay, again if this value is not going to get satisfied, you're not going to close your bracket again. Let us say they have given three options, so again if it is not going to satisfy, I'm going to open another if. Then the logical test is this cell B4, okay, is equal to your Dell brand. Okay, DELN. Okay, always remember you're going to use the same set of alphabets which are using in the value table. Okay, so DELL close. So D is in caps, and if you can see ELL is in small cases. Okay, so now the value, if it is true, I'm just going to give 5% of discount. Okay, so 5% into my sales cell is D4. Okay, so D4. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is we are just going to give after this the false value. So they have given give zero if they are not, they do not belong to all these three bands. Ensure you're going to close all your brackets properly. Okay. So just give enter. That's all. So you'll be getting 150 discount. Now just drag it. Okay. So this is how the discounts you'll be getting for each brand. So this is how you use nested if. Okay. Next, what we'll be seeing is if or function for this kind of questions. So what they are saying is you're going to provide the same discount of 10% if it is either Sony or HP or Dell, whatever, okay, of these three brands, you're just going to give 10%. And for the other brands, you're going to give zero. Okay, so what function we can use here is if out of these three, even if any one of the functions satisfies, it comes obviously under your or value. Okay, so equal to, if you're going to open the bracket, now the logical test here, you're going to use your OR function. Okay, so in this OR function, my first logic is if this cell, if this cell contains the word Sony, okay. So the next logic is we are as we have seen earlier, you can give as many possible logics as you want. Okay, again, this cell is going to contain HP. Okay, again, if this cell is not HP also, you can check it with another cell, like another brand, which is Dell. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we are just going to close the bracket. Then I'm going to give what if any one of this condition satisfies, what is going to be the true value. So I'm going to give 10% discount, 10% into, okay, my D4 value. Okay, this value here, which is nothing but your sales value. Here it has been hidden because the formula is being typed. Okay, so into my D4 value. Okay, then comma. So value, if it is false, you're just going to give 0. So ensure you have closed all your brackets, then just give enter. So these are the values when if it is being satisfied by the second condition. Next is third condition is here they are saying like if your brand, okay, is Sony, and if it is of Sony's laptop combination is present, only Sony's laptop, then you're going to give 20% discount. Okay, otherwise I want to display it as not available, or NA, I just want to display it as NA. Okay, so NA not available. I wanted to display as NA. So now what here Sony and laptop. So you have to satisfy both the conditions. So and function should be used there in addition to if function. So again, if open your bracket and function tab. Okay, similar to your your first or function only. Okay, if B4 is equal to which function? Sony, sorry, which brand? Sony, Sony, comma. Now in the product category, I'm going to select this cell is equal to. So what is the product you are looking for? You're going to look for laptop. Don't give, always remember here L has been upper letter, uppercase, and others are in smaller case. So make sure you're giving it in the same way. Okay, laptop. Now close the bracket. Okay, now you're going to close the bracket. Now, what if the value is true? So you're going to give what? 20% of discount. Okay, 20% into what you're going to give your sales. Okay, comma, if the value is false, you're going to give 0. Now close the bracket, ensure all you have closed, then you're getting 0. Okay, let's drag and see. Okay, that's all. Okay, this is how you can just verify it, cross verify it. So only here you have Sony and laptop combinations in these two cells and these two. So others you don't have your Sony and laptop here, you only have Sony and DVD, so it's a 0. So obviously these are right. Okay, so let's meet in the another session.